Hi everybody, it's your Pilates instructor Alana and I'm back with another exercise tutorial. We're on our Wunda chair today and we're doing tabletop or the table. And we're on one top spring, one bottom spring, and this is a butt buster. Literally, this is going to strengthen the back of the legs, strengthen the seat. But for me, I find that this is a huge opening in my chest and it's very reminiscent of so many other exercises in the system, which is why Pilates is such a magical way to move our body, because it's exercises like the tabletop. When you're doing it, you're like, wait, this feels like long back stretch on the reformer, or this feels like long spine massage, or this feels like our kneeling long back stretch arms. So there's so many exercises where it feels similar but different. So think about that as you're doing this and you're experiencing it for the first time and how it translates to those other movements. So we'll get into it. Okay, you have two ways of doing this. You can find heels together, toes apart, or you can be in parallel. I would say some people probably think parallel is a little more challenging because then the legs have nothing to connect to with the heels. So again, the pedal is trying to pull everything up towards the midline. You're using your seat to keep everything up. Okay, so you'll get yourself back with your hands back here. And I'm going to use heels together, toes apart. A goal of this exercise, you want to pull the pedal all the way up, okay? So it's not just pressing the pedal down. Think of really pulling the pedal in towards your sitting bones. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to try pull the pedal all the way up, which in and of itself is a challenge here in a seated position. And then in one motion, I'm going to lift myself up with minimal motion of the pedal. So I'm up, I keep my gaze forward and my sternum up, and then I'm going to pump the pedal. And as I pump the pedal, I'm trying not to lower my hips, trying to keep my hips up and think of pulling my heels in towards my seat. One more, and then all the way down. Okay, so I'll keep my feet separated now, keep my feet parallel, take my hands back, same exact thing. Load it on up, lift up, and little press. And try to pull it all the way up, all the way up. And one, and down. Okay, you can do 3 sets of 3. You could do one set of pumping with both legs. Then you could do another set where we do it with one leg. So I'll show you what that looks like. Important to note, when we do a single leg version, keep your knees on the same line. Try to keep your knees on the same line. When you reach one leg out, it's not going to drop down. Okay, so you think of keeping the knees on the same line. So you'd float up, you take a leg, and you pump. Okay, so let's say I do 5, I pull it in, I change, and I pull it in, I change, and I come down. Can you hear my breath? I'm out of breath. Okay, it's a challenging exercise. So that is your tabletop. You want to think of pulling everything up, chest up the entire time. You'll notice I kept my gaze forward because I don't want to get into my neck and just look straight up at the ceiling. So I kept my gaze forward, lifted my chest. I was continuously pressing through my arms. And you really, I don't say this a lot, but you kind of imagine something prickly underneath your butt cheeks. Because if you're imagining something prickly underneath your butt cheeks, you're not going to let your hips drop. Okay, so don't go for vanity, meaning when you pump the pedal, don't just go to press the pedal all the way down. Think of almost as much as the pedal goes down, your hips go up. So you keep that nice table. You want to keep this all nice and straight from knees to shoulders. All right, if you have any questions on that, leave a comment below. If you want to get in touch with me, my website, boapilates.com, my Instagram, alana.moves. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you for another exercise tutorial. Bye.